But you played criminals, right?
I've only played a few.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't played that
Is
many
that by
bad
choice?
guys.
Because you don't want to be.
No, just never got the kind of material that was juicy enough or challenging enough or maybe elegant enough, because the bad guy changed forever with Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber.
In Die Hard.
Oh.
The evolution of the elegant bad guy. Played by
Love him.
Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah. Brilliant. I mean, Academy Award worthy.
Right. Always kind of looked like he was holding in a fart, but but I do like him as an actor.
Yeah.
Also in the famous Christmas movie, the British. Everyone loves. I can never think of names when I'm stoned. Love Actually.
There you go. I think Denise is in that, isn't she? She's in the very end of Love Actually, and has like a super memorable part. I've never seen it.
Okay.
But people love her from that movie. Or have I torpedoed this?
No.
She's in it.
Let me tell you what the scene is.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of those movies that's sort of, it's ridiculous but irresistible. So it's like 12 cast members. It's an ensemble.
It's a Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant joint?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not a joint. He's just one of like 6 love stories. It's called Love Actually.
Got it.
So it's just about love in all its many forms. Hugh Grant is the Prime Minister of England. He's really Tony Blair.
And
he falls in love just like Clinton did with the chunky chick who brings in the mail. Okay. That's his love story.
Is that what the breakdown would read as when they were casting it? Can you imagine? The agent calls and says, "Can you play a chunky male woman?" Wow.
She's the intern.
Yeah, sure.
So, and then there's all these other love stories, and one of them is the British guy, and he's not getting laid in England, and he's I'm going to go to America and get laid.
Okay.
And he picks Milwaukee, I think, with a dart on the map, and goes to Milwaukee, and of course, in Milwaukee, 3 of the hottest chicks of their time.
Wow.
Fuck him the first night he's in town.
Wow.
And one of them is Denise.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, of course.
Go get it, D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's you never saw Love Actually?
No, I know. I'm building a list here tonight with you.
Watch it.
Well, Days of Wine and Roses, Love Actually, maybe There Will Be Blood. Definitely Die Hard, just because I've thought of it again.
Save Love Actually for Christmas with your kids.
Seriously?
Why is that so?
Because they'll be
because kids would hate it.
Well, I live primarily with the boys now.
So
would Bob and Max like it, you think?
Everybody loves Love Actually.
Okay, all right, good to know.
I mean,
good to know.
Like I said, it's preposterous but irresistible.
Okay, all right.
It's you have to give yourself up to it.
Right. Okay. Sure.
It's not a great movie. It's a great time watching a movie.
I'm sold. I am completely sold. And there's something.
I should get paid for that.
Well, but you're going to get paid from the podium emotionally from me. If that happens in 5 years, I make this promise to you on camera. You're the first person I'm going to thank. Are you cool with that?
You don't have to promise me. You should do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, I'm fucking with it.
But
no, I'd be super honored.
Okay. But not my parents first. It could create a riff.
No, you have to thank your father first, just because I'm such a fan of your father. I love your father.
Well, what if I tell him, Dad, it was alphabetical?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Martin Sheen, are you kidding? I mean, just for Apocalypse Now, but then also, so many other great movies, and of course, The West Wing. He just was that guy.
He was that guy.
I mean, I can't, it's very rare when I see somebody do a part and I think, nobody else could play that. Now, could somebody else have played that part? Yes. David Jansen, if he had been alive, would have been perfectly fine. Right. But it still wouldn't have been, because there's something in your father that is that idealistic Democratic president,
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, he did not have to play against type the way you didn't in your amazingly successful TV career.
Thank you.
It runs in your family. You know, you do great with, part. I mean, you could play any part, I'm sure, but like that really works for you.
Thank you.
I mean, people, like I said, people just sometimes just like somebody. I mean, you're almost Trumpian in like, I could shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me
Yeah,
at the
Denise,
Academy Awards.
there was something going on, and I was getting yelled at by everybody for something, and then it got nice again, and Denise said, you could run a school bus of nuns off the road over a canyon into a fiery death, and people would forgive you. Because you were probably just avoiding a rabbit in the road or something,
So like the car that went over the cliff twice,
Yeah, what about that?
you're saying one of them could be a school bus.
One of them could have been a school bus. Yeah, that's interesting. That's still a thing I don't have, and it's like at this point, like, would I keep that thing a secret?
Why did the car go off the cliff?
Because it got stolen from my driveway.
Twice?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a trip. I know, and it sounds like
No, I believe it.
Yeah, I
But
wish
why did
I
they drive
would-
it off a cliff?
Because
Just to get at you?
I don't think so. They didn't want to be, I think, driving all over town in a stolen car that would have been reported by then. So they used it as a mule to go around my neighborhood and rob all these different garages. So they were filling up my car with a bunch of stuff. Then they met their co-conspirator on Mulholland, put all the junk in his car, and then pushed mine off the cliff. That's what I imagine happened there.
That's a good plot.
But that's what happened.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like in a movie,
Oh, okay.
that's a good. I've never seen that in a movie.
But then in the movie, what they don't know is about the guy in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Then it turns into a thing.
Was it the same car? Did they fish that car back out?
They brought it out and it was totaled.
Oh.
But the interesting thing was that when the cops showed up 6 minutes after Mercedes called me and said, "Are you okay? Your airbag's been deployed." I'm upstairs smoking crack, right? And and in a webcam, like waiting for my my Swedish date to enter the room, and I'd never been in one before. The very first time, I'm like, yeah, I'll pay. I'll pay $20 for this experience, right? And waited an hour, and she was about to show up on camera, and Mercedes calls, and then the whole thing started unraveling. So, anyway, that's just a little backstory. That's the part I had to keep hidden at the time. Then the cops they ran a flashlight over my entire body when they came to the door. I was in a bathrobe, like sweaty, crazy fucking hair. I'm like, yeah, no, I just got up to take a leak. You know? Yeah. And no, my alibi was shit, but it was real.
Right.
I couldn't say, yeah, no, of course I'm awake. I've been up for 4 fucking days, man.
Right.
But they thought I'd gone over with the car and managed to get back up the hill in the dark, 2 miles down Mulholland. You get home without a scratch on me, jump into a robe and answer the door. So that part of it, the mechanics of that, the physical mechanics of that are impossible.
But I know, but whatever it is, I don't think anyone really cares that much what you did to cars. It's more people.
Right.
It's more the people, Charlie, that cause the problem.
And there wasn't anybody in the trunk. That was for our movie.
No.
Yeah, I just want to clarify that.
It's like, did you ever hold a knife to the throat of a Mercedes? No.
Or a person.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? She cleared that up.
She did.
Yeah.
That says a lot that your exes stood up for you.
That was pretty cool, right?
I mean, Brooke, she was the one who we had dinner. You were with her when we had dinner that night.
That's who I brought to dinner.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's funny because she did stand up and say that was bullshit, and I remember it was all over the press at the time.
Yeah.
But I
it was
remember
Christmas Day.
Yes, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Aspen.
Yeah.
Never liked Aspen.
Me neither. I've never been back. No plans to return. Seriously, why? Why would I go back?
Bad memory. And
yeah, awful.
Yeah, right.
They served, so I was in jail on Christmas Day, and they served prime rib. And it was overcooked, but it was all right. I was pretty freaking hungry. I hadn't eaten for a couple days, right? And the guard, this is before they unlocked my door, right? They kept it locked. So he had he was dumping horseradish on his prime rib, and mine was dry. And I was watching that, like his life right now is actually better than mine, you know? And he didn't offer to share. And then I said, "Can you unlock my door?" And he did. That was kind of cool. He didn't think I was going to bum rush him with a shiv, you know what I'm saying?
John Cryer, if you're watching, I just want to say this story about prime rib being served on Aspen, that's one for you.
Yeah.
On the white privilege thing, okay?
All right, good.
I got to give you that one. I'm
Okay,
not saying
good.
you were all wrong, or
Right.
it's all wrong. It's not. But
I mean, it was microwaved prime rib, so it wasn't like, you know, that
no,
special.
but still, I mean,
I don't know. It's just a funny memory for me
It's-
that the guy was hoarding the fucking sauce and he's 5 feet away. You know, that's not fucking cool.
I
I've
g-
already been through fucking hell. You know, I'm all over the fucking news as some murderer. Let me put a little fucking sauce on my steak. Come on, man. It's Christmas. And they couldn't find a judge because they were all skiing. How about that?
I see this as a Christmas story.
I mean,
Hallmark, if you're watching.
if you're watching, yeah, Lifetime,
I
if
mean,
you're watching.
But isn't it Hallmark Channel that
Yeah,
makes
it
all the
is.
Christmas
Yeah,
movies?
Yeah, Lifetime does all the female murder shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I just see this scene. And I just see.
Do you start close on the prime rib and pull out to me? Or do you start on the guard and pull back and reveal, oh, we're in a fucking jail cell. Oh, wait, that guy looks familiar.
No.
Damn.
It's you. It's, first of all, it's you in the jail cell.
Right.
Trying to get the sauce on your thing.
Right.
And then 2 weeks earlier. You got to do that. Right?
The Chiron? Yeah.
Always we go
Yeah,
back in time.
absolutely.
Like, how did I get here without horseradish? And then 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you and then.
Yeah. 2 weeks earlier, it would have been John and I, like, on the set. Like, everything was cool.
Well, why
know?
did you go to Aspen? Were you a skier?
No. I've skied twice in my life and hated it both times.
So why Aspen?
Because Brooke was there, because her mom keeps a place there.
Oh.
And she was there with the boys. I was working, and it was their first Christmas. And she said that I needed to be, you know, we both agreed I kind of wanted to be there. Not that they're going to remember it or anything, but just for the photo or,
Right.
you know, for the album. And so I got to the airport. I was taking a private. I know. Just keep going, John. Keep going with this story, John.
I never apologize for all the years I took private.
Okay,
never.
good, good.
There's like 8,000 flights a day.
Wow, damn.
I mean, not private, but
Commercial.
commercial
Yeah,
and private.
Yeah, you're right.
Let it,
Yeah,
you know,
it's it all just at
you
that
know,
point. It's all just
stop.
blending. Yeah, come
When
on.
everyone stops, I'll stop
Okay,
too. But
all right.
as long as everyone, I'm not going to pretend like this is going to make any difference.
Nothing.
Like
No.
there'd be not one more polar bear alive.
No, you're right.
If
Yeah.
I went to Wichita to do my show, and I was always doing it to do stand up.
Right.
You know, so I
Right.
mean, I was working.
Yeah,
But-
and delivering goodness to the people. I mean that sincerely.
That is what we are all about.
Come on
Charlie.
now. Delivering-
There are not more two guys who don't deliver goodness to the people.
That's
I'd
what
like to meet them.
That's what we're talking about, right? I don't think they exist.
I don't think they do.
My dad shows up at the airport, unannounced, as I'm walking towards the plane, and he says, "Don't go to Aspen."
Yeah, that was in your thing.
Yeah, and I said, well, "What are you talking about? It's the kid's first birthday." He's like, "They'll never remember." I got a hunch, kid. You can't get on that. You can't get on that plane.
Was he always psychic like that?
He thought he was with, you know, Karate Kid and Platoon and other
Right.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, it's interesting, you know, watching the documentary, there's things that I deal with on film. And that was just a couple of years ago that I'm like dealing with such like, you know, intense, you know, made them a little more precious than they needed to be, you know, like I was backpedaling. I was leaning away from moments I should have just leaned into, because now talking about all that shit in interviews and just being, you know, wide open with it, right? I kind of watched that, and I guess you could say, all right, well, that's the journey, that's the progress, that's
Right.
that's you know, this is the road you had to take to feel that way about it. So maybe it's better that there is a record of it feeling like that. Would you agree?
I would agree that life is not a destination; it's a series of journeys.
Okay.
You know, I
Okay.
mean, there's 1,000 song lyrics. I can't think of any at the moment, but I just know there's 1,000 of them that trade on that theme because it is a universal truism.
Sure.
It is. Life is not a destination.
Right.
Because you never get there.
You don't.
You never get there.
You don't.
And it's funny that you think, as you go through these decades, I mean, again, now I'm, you know, almost, well, I'm not quite 70, but like entering into the decade where you start with sevens.
Right. Yeah.
You'd think that, like, when am I going to get to the one where I'm not looking back and going, even 5 years ago, shit, I was doing that.
Interesting.
And it never happens.
Wow.
I think. I don't know. Maybe when I get to be 100, I'll be like, I can't believe at 95, I was still worrying about that crutch that I had. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I doubt, having gotten this far, I don't think. I mean, it's amazing even in 5 years at this late age how much you can look back and go, wow, I don't live that way anymore.
And so you're saying that me seeing myself dealing with those things like that, and over here, yeah, I get that. I get that.
And
I
in
get
5
that.
years, you won't be here.
No.
You know,
No.
the old I don't know, some Eastern saying, and I don't remember what the actual words were, but the thought of it was, you put your foot in the river, and it looks like your foot is in the same place, but the water that passed over your foot is all the way downstream. So it seems when you look down that nothing has changed. But
Right.
it has. It's down.
Interesting.
It's down there.
Interesting.
you
Yeah.
know?
And
That's what our history and as a species is like. It's what our history as a country is like. It's, you know, I mean, just in our lifetimes, we can look back at, you know, years and times and ways we lived, and show business itself was very different. I mean, during the pandemic, I watched every Columbo episode.
Did you really?
This is the 1970s. There's not a black person in the show.
Interesting. Not a single.
Like the cop who comes in and says, come in here, Lieutenant.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like
wow.
it's a show with a white lead and then a murderer.
Right.
Who in every single episode is white.
Yeah.
And that's the 70s.
Yeah. I went on a very short Columbo run about 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just was always curious about it because Sean Penn's dad, Leo, used to direct Columbo.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think he
and,
did.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Spielberg do the pilot of
Correct.
Columbo?
Yes.
Yeah. And then another episode.
Yes.
Or was the pilot the 2-episode event?
I don't. You're right. Spielberg did something with Columbo.
Right,
And that's
right,
where they
right.
cut their teeth. This is mid-70s.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it was a great show because it completely put on its head the idea of a whodunit. You knew who done it.
Right.
That wasn't the interest of the show.
Interesting.
The first act before the commercial break, Columbo's never in it. You just see the murderer doing his murder.
Yeah.
And then Act 2, Columbo comes in, and it's a great character played by Peter Falk, who did it, fucking killed it.
Brilliant, yeah.
And the conceit is always he's underestimated because the murderer is always well-to-do.
Right.
These are rich crimes from rich people.
Interesting, yeah.
In privileged Beverly Hills.
Right.
And he comes in his raincoat, and he looks like a befuddled buffoon, and they underestimate him, these people with big egos and big bank accounts.
Right.
And this little guy in a raincoat fucks with their mind every time and slowly and figures out how they committed the crime. And it's always something very abstruse that you could never have come up with on your own.
Right.
And that's the interest in the show.
Yeah.
And it was they were 90 minutes.
Each episode?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were long.
Yeah.
You know, maybe too long. But still good.
Right,
You know,
right, yeah.
But just it was a psychological drama. And I don't know if today's audience.
They don't have the bandwidth. They don't have the patience. They don't have the focus.
Right.
You know, even movies are sometimes come in at like 88 minutes. Not the one you're struggling through, of course, right now, but
I wish they came in at 88.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the rarity. I think they're always too long.
well, but there's certain genres that are known to be a lot shorter, especially the slasher genre.
Oh, well, you watch slasher movies?
I grew up on them when they were great.
They were great?
Well, yeah, like Halloween was a great film. The
Oh,
first Halloween.
that's a slasher movie?
I mean, the guy had a knife and he was fucking slashing people. Isn't that fit the criteria? Isn't that the fucking poster is a knife with a pumpkin? You know.
Yeah,
I feel like there was.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe there was more actual stabbing than
Right.
slashing, but at that point, it's apples and oranges. You know.
That's a great commercial. I don't know what the product is.
I don't either.
Where it's making fun of those kind of slasher movies where the teenage kids always make the terrible decision.
Right.
I think it's for an
Oh,
insurance company.
It's a Geico thing.
Okay, must be.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're
It's
like
actually really well made, that commercial. And all the kids in it are terrific.
Of course, they
Yeah.
spend money on commercials.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
sure they
last
spend a lot
line-
of money on your Super Bowl ad.
They did, yeah. But the last line is the cute blonde saying, "Quick, run for the cemetery!" Right?
No,
It
it's
cuts to Leatherface.
yes.
Yes.
He's standing in a garage. Behind him are all these chainsaws that are
Right.
hung there, and the kids have made the completely wrong decision.
Right.
To let's run into the garage, and they cut to him, and the commercial is brilliant because of this actor, and
Right.
he just does a take like
Yeah.
like these kids are making it too
Yeah.
easy.
No, that's a great moment.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But it does end with "Run for the Cemetery," doesn't it?
Well, I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't-
Whatever decision they make is the wrong one.
Yeah.
They're running
Yeah,
toward
yeah.
the danger.
Yeah. No, between that and the final countdown, burrito in the microwave with Geico, those two, they just put those in a time capsule.
Mad Men certainly limbed that world well.
Did you do the whole series? Did you start and finish
Of what?
of Mad Men?
Oh, yes.
You did? Okay.
As it was going on, I loved it.
Okay. I got to it late, but then didn't get past season 2.
Mad Men?
Just got distracted with other stuff.
Oh, right.
No, I wasn't
wasn't
like,
the-
this sucks, I'm out. No, this is fucking great.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Well, you got another one on your list. You're lucky. You should
Right,
watch that one.
but how many seasons? 4 or 5?
Oh, I don't. At least, yeah.
Okay, so I'm halfway through.
Oh, it was great.
Okay.
It was great, but no, I mean, ad men are super clever. Obviously, not the people you worked for, where you had to write the online yourself.
There was that part,
Those
yeah.
fucking idiots
Jeez.
missed the.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ!
Selling nuts and they can't come
Talk
up with a
about
nuts
an
line.
80-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, middle in. Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, I love baseball.
I do too.
And I know
do
you
too,
do. I remember
yeah.
when I was at your house in Malibu, the memorabilia collection.
It was pretty.
You still have
it was
that?
pretty unique. I don't.
You sold
no,
it?
I did. Yeah. Time to just
Right.
just
It was
recycle
was
it back into the hobby.
amazing.
It
What was in it? Like remember
well,
me.
I had a Williams 41 road jersey, which is pretty rare.
Yeah,
it's
I
the
mean-
year it's the year he hit 406.
Yeah.
And back then they only had a home jersey and a road jersey. They didn't have like 20. I had Babe Ruth bats. I had
Babe Ruth's bat.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had the Mookie ball, which was pretty cool.
Mookie Wilson's grounder.
Yeah, the one that went through Buckner's
Yeah.
legs. Yeah, I don't think Buckner beats him to the bag. I really don't.
Oh, you mean even if
I
he
think
caught
if
it?
he fields it cleanly,
That's-
he doesn't beat him to the bag.
That's interesting.
And it's
No-
like
no one ever says that.
ever talked about that.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, you know what bugs me is they do talk about the game, and they talk about it like it's a logical game, and it's not. I've said this before, it's a game of luck, much more than the other sports.
Interesting.
Basketball, yes, occasionally a guy will shoot a kind of a bad shot and it'll go in.
Right.
But mostly it's a make or miss league.
Right. And they describe those as he sends up a prayer.
Yes,
Right? And it's answered.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, there's
Yeah.
Don Nelson's famous one that broke Jerry West's heart.
Right.
Samson of the Rockets one year had one. It clangs off the back iron, goes straight up, and then bounces
goes
in.
through,
Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's a rarity.
Very rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Football, same thing. You can get a bad call from the ref, or it can bounce off a guy's helmet and into the defender's arms. But basically, when you do the right thing, you get rewarded. Baseball, you know, I'm watching these playoffs, and like the pitcher for the Yankees and the Red Sox, they had both had like a rookie pitcher, and the Red Sox guy just had bad luck, and they don't talk about it like it's luck. It is luck. The guy hit a grounder. If it was 5 feet the other way, it would have been a double play.
Right, yeah, and
But
you're
went-
out of the inning.
But it went
Yeah.
through. And then they talk about it like it's foreordained. And like, well, he's not getting beaten around.
No.
It's luck.
Yeah.
And a guy stings it, like hits a fucking line drive right at a guy.
Yeah.
And it's caught.
Yeah.
And another guy bloops it, and it's like, well, that's 2 hits in a row. Two shitty hits.
Right.
Shitty hits.
Yeah, and
The
probably-
guy just had bad luck.
Yeah, and
Can we
probably-
just be honest about the luck?
Sure. Yeah, no, it is. I would support that, and I'm a student of the game. I'm watching it my whole
I know.
life. Yeah,
No, I know.
No,
I mean, there's nothing
I
you can
would
do
support
about
that.
it.
No,
Except I would like a little more honesty about how
from
much
the announcers you're talking about.
from everybody
Okay.
about how much luck is involved in baseball. It's just a game where you just have to be lucky.
And
I mean,
you- and
Aaron
there's-
Judge hit the foul pole.
I know. Yeah, That's like on a pitch that.
Yeah.
Did you hear the stat on that pitch on an 0-2 count?
Yeah.
There was like 598 of them during the season.
Right.
Right. That were out of that were in that part of the strike zone.
Very insane.
And that was the first one hit for a home run.
I mean, I have a batting cage here.
Oh, you do?
It's-
Do you get out and take some hacks or?
I broke my finger, so it's been a while
Okay,
since I
okay.
can grip the bat, but I will do it again.
And so you must have played baseball growing up.
Yeah, I played Little League.
Okay. Were you
I mean, I love
were you a
baseball.
middle infielder or were you?
I was a second baseman,
okay.
also a pitcher.
Okay.
I love baseball.
I was a pitcher and a shortstop, so we're like a double play combo sitting right here, man. That's pretty badass. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or Alex Rodriguez and Jarek Jeter
Yeah.
in 2008.
Exactly,
Come on.
yeah.
But
We're tinkers to hours to chance, right? Sorry.
no, no.
1930
Oh,
call.
I know who
Yeah.
exactly. Larry King named his children after them.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
His kid is named Chance.
Damn. Okay.
And I think the other one, is the other one Evers? I hope it's not Tinker.
Yeah, that's a bit of a curse, isn't it? Wow.
Tinker King sounds like I don't know, it's a burlesque act. No, I don't think it could be, but I don't know. But like just hitting off the fucking pitching machine.
Right. Now, do you have a jugs or an iron mic?
I don't know.
Like,
what
do you have
that
the wheels or do you have the arm that
Wheels.
comes down? Okay, so that's a jugs machine. Yeah,
Should
and
I get-
that's always going to have a little bit of bend in it, right? Does it?
Well,
do
you can
find
set it to curveball.
Right, but even the fastballs do tail a little bit coming out of a jugs,
I
usually.
mean, I don't even have it certainly set at the highest speed.
What do you hit at? Like 65, 70, 75?
It doesn't say the speed.
Okay.
My guess would be 70 to 80.
Okay, all right,
You know,
all
but
right.
it's amazing. And once in a while, like maybe the ball will be a little wet or something,
Right.
and it'll like bean you.
Oh,
or-
it'll come up at you. Yeah.
It's embarrassing because I
Yeah.
charged the mound. And both benches empty, Charles.
I mean, of course they do.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a big.
Yeah, it's
And
a melee.
Then I got suspended for
It's
3
a,
days
It's a Donnybrook. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, that's
for my
wow.
own thing. I got suspended.
Yeah, I mean, as you should have
Oh, the
been.
commissioner had to get involved.
Yeah. How long was your suspension?
We're appealing it.
Okay. And what was the fine? It had to be 50 grand, right?
Yeah, but with my salary,
Yeah,
it's like
come on.
wipe
It's
my
bus
ass.
change.
Are you
Bus
kidding?
change, yeah. That is awesome.
No, but it's hard to hit a ball just off of, and you know what's coming.
and where it's going to be, yeah.
You know it's
Yeah.
and it's still hard.
Yeah,
These
and the
guys.
thing you talk about the luck, even the greatest hitters will describe that a game, a season-changing home run. I guessed right
Right.
on the pitch.
Yes.
And the guys now are throwing 102, 103.
All of them.
How do you what is the? I mean,
There
move,
was
move,
only-
move the mound back.
Only
A
yes,
foot. Maybe a foot.
I had the same thought. They certainly lowered it
They
in
did.
1968
They
after
did.
Carl Yastrzemski won the batting title with a 301 average.
Interesting.
And we're back
Yeah.
to the same. There's only 7 players, only 1 in the American League, or maybe 1 in the National League, who had averages above 300 this year.
Wow.
That's not the baseball that the game started at.
No.
I mean, do you know what Babe Ruth's lifetime batting average is?
Yes, it's like 342.
Correct.
Yeah, right?
Of course
How
you
about
would know that.
Yeah.
Most people guess 242.
Yeah, no.
Because they're thinking of today's sluggers.
No, he never struck out 100 times in a season.
Also, he never faced black players. He never faced Latino players. He never faced Japanese players.
There's that.
He never had to play at night.
Yeah.
He never had to take a flight. The mitts were small and just fit just over your hand.
Right.
Okay, so that's
less
why
teams very familiar with all of their pitchers.
Right.
Right. But
now he also,
still.
I know. He also once hit a grand slam while eating a pork chop.
Somehow that film magically vanished, didn't it? Yeah, that's
They say
crazy.
it's a myth,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's like the called shot, right? Yeah.
But that's why I feel like debates about even steroids are so pointless, because the game changes so much.
Right.
That and it's a reflection of society.
Sure.
Certainly racially, it's a reflection of society. That it's just silly to compare. Yes, Ted Williams hit 406, and he was maybe the greatest hitter ever, but he wouldn't hit 406 today.
You don't think so?
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Not everybody threw 100 miles an hour
That's
back.
true.
It was like one guy, like Walter Johnson.
Right.
You had to face him like whenever he pitched.
Yeah.
Of course, back in those days, he pitched every other day.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
both ends of a doubleheader. It's like
Warren Spahn and Juan Marichal once pitched both 15 innings.
of the same. You mean
Correct.
Opposing each other?
A
Yeah.
15-inning
Yeah.
game. Neither one of them would come out.
Right.
It was 0-0, and then Willie Mays did something, and then they won 1-0.
Wow. What was the pitch count for both of them? Like up in the 160s,
I don't know, but
170s?
Warren Spahn was like 80 at the time.
Wow.
I mean, he could have been 40. I
Right.
mean, it was the 60s. It was like at
Right.
the end, 15 innings.
Wow.
They don't even let them go
5.
7 now.
7, I know.
7 is like a complete game.
I know. When I see guys getting pulled because of a pitch count and they got a no-hitter going, those are the moments when I just want to scream or strangle the manager. We want to keep his arm fresh.
Are your boys interested in baseball?
Not really.
No, they didn't get dads.
No, I mean they understand. Like they'll watch playoff games with me, and they'll see that it is in fact the most exciting sport. It is the sport with the most drama. I think if the situation.
I mean, that's a hard sell.
Okay.
To a lot of people because
right. But there's no clock. I get there's a pitch clock now, but there's still no clock deciding like how much time you have to achieve something.
A lot of people would say the fact that there's no clock is something that diminishes drama.
Right, but full count, bottom 9, game 7, runner on third, down by a run, tie game. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's.
You got to really know, if you really know the game, it is that way.
Okay.
But for us, it is that way.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
To a lot of the public, come on. I mean, basketball, there's just more running.
Right.
And action and physicality, and football, same thing. And there is a clock, and it ends after an hour of play.
Right.
And it's more violent. I mean, I get it why those sports do kind of, in a lot of ways, certainly as far as ratings go, kill baseball.
Right.
Not that baseball isn't still popular, but not on that level.
Right.
Not the NFL.
Right.
I mean, there's one show on television that still works, football.
Yeah.
Everything else on broadcast television is a disaster.
They got to figure out the halftime show.
What?
The Super Bowl needs to figure out the halftime show.
What do you mean figure out?
Figure out, like, just deliver something that the diehard fans really want, as far as musically.
So you am I taking this as sort of a backhanded slight to Bad Bunny?
Yeah, I mean, there's bands, there's acts, there's just people that I think are more germane to the experience of the game, of that moment, of that particular game. It's the biggest game in the universe that's played.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just feel like it.
And I'm sure Mr. Bunny is wonderful. I mean, it's a reflection on me that I don't know his work as well as I can, but I'm of a different era. I was hoping the halftime show would be Eddie Rabbit.
I mean, that I'm watching because we both, yeah. I mean,
No,
yeah.
but you know, I
What
like
about Eddie? What about Eddie Money?
Eddie Money. What was his song?
Love a Rainy Night.
Oh, Love a Rainy.
And there was another one that was really huge. I just can't think of it.
Now, you never had a musical career, right? You never tried to Bruce Willis it.
No. And I used
was-
to, yeah, and I used to listen to him sing at Planet Hollywood because I was part of that first wave of, you know, actors that got called to promote those things. And his gig was, or his deal was that he would show up, but he got to play those venues with his band, you know? And he was a pretty good singer. He's a pretty good singer. But the music it went all fucking night. And like the fourth hour, it's just like, dude, you know, what is your set list? You know?
Yeah.
So
I was friendly with him when he first came out here. Also, he used to love to hang out at the Improv.
Right.
When he was on Moonlighting.
Interesting,
You know,
wow.
because he was a New Yorker. And then the Improv, I think, made him feel at home. It was more of a New Yorky place.
Okay.
And he liked comics.
Okay.
So, I mean, we have some wonderful times. I have fond memories of him. That always struck me as a little bit of like, you know, come on. You know, it's like, don't be greedy.
Yeah.
You know, like you're doing amazing as an actor.
You're killing it with this thing.
Yeah,
There's
it's a
other
little-
people that kind of do that
Yeah,
other
it's
thing.
it was
lot
a
better.
vanity project,
Yeah.
but it's okay. You
Yeah.
know, like somebody once said, I wish I remember who, I never remember who it was, said, when you first become a star, you get a year to act like an asshole. I think I may have taken 2.
How many did I get?
I don't have a calculator with me.
Yeah,
but,
no, I
you
know,
But
I
you
know.
no, but you had lots of moments. I mean, people remember those times. But you know, look, I mean, somebody showed up on the set of Wall Street, Platoon. You know, all your big ones. You know, all your
Yeah.
great ones.
Yeah, thank you.
Like somebody showed up ready
Yeah.
to do some real work.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Yeah. And prepared and focused and
You know,
on time.
I see there's a big, like, special. I think Kim Kardashian is doing it for Liz Taylor. She's got
I saw
a
promos
tribute.
for that. Yeah.
And like, you know, I remember somebody saying when Elizabeth Taylor was certainly the butt of everybody's jokes, Joan Rivers was at the spear of that, tip of the spear of that one. But like she became a kind of a joke, you know, in her later years. And somebody said, yeah, but it wasn't a joke to get 8 Oscar nominations.
Oof. Wow.
You know, somebody put in the
Wow.
work.
She took one home, I hope, eventually. Did
I don't- I mean,
Cleopatra or
well, definitely not Cleopatra.
no?
I
Okay.
don't think that was even.
The Monty Cliff film.
No, it's
something.
probably Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Okay.
I mean, that
okay.
was-
that's probably it.
I mean,
yeah.
she and Burton were amazing. in
Right.
that.
Okay.
I mean, another one similar to you and your father on certain projects where, you know, they played a married couple who had a love-hate relationship. So, like, I don't know if they needed to do a hell of a lot of
Not a
you
lot
know,
of research.
I,
Not a lot of research. No.
I think we just had to go action.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't even, but I mean, it's an Edward Albee play, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. It's, you know, it's not for, I wouldn't show that to the kids at Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah.
But if you haven't ever seen that movie,
It's been years. It's been years.
It's spellbinding. And George Siegel and Sandy Dennis as the other couple, you know, the B story sort of, this other straight-laced couple that has to put up with this night with this crazy fighting sort of love-hate couple.
It takes place in one night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. Interesting.
It does.
Yes. You know, I think the movie of the week that you might have been trying to think of a
David
bit
Jan-
ago,
yeah.
it might have been The Execution of Private Slovak.
Correct.
Is that the one?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
okay.
Execution of Private Slovak.
Yeah. It was kind of that was a landmark.
That was.
Yeah, that was
about
a-
an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very important.
Yep.
That's where we put important things
Yeah.
in the movie of the week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The only deserter ever executed.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's interesting because when you start with that title, you kind of know what you're in for, right? It's like,
Right.
yeah.
It's not a
It's not-
rom-com title.
It's not the trial of
Right.
Slovik.
No.
No, it is the,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no meet cute.
There's
in the
no
execution.
cute. No.
In the execution of.
No.
That's
No.
right.
Yeah, and I think it's Gary Busey's first role that mattered.
I did DC Cab with Gary Busey.
Did you really? Wow.
Oh, I did.
Wow. Gary's a trip, isn't he?
And I say this with great affection because it'll get back to him. But
Right.
Like a literally insane person.
I mean, yeah.
You look like Dr. Albert Schweitzer next to Gary Busey. I swear to God.
Thank you.
I mean, he is.
Yeah, our kids went to the same school for a couple of years. So I'd see him at the events, and I'd see him in the parking lot, and I'd see him every day.
I don't know.
And
I mean, Gary.
he was always friendly and had something fun to say. And
Friendly. He just got sued for being too friendly.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
He's a friendly guy. Oh, he's literally crazy. And yet he was one of those guys, a little like you, who, even though he did terrible things, I couldn't turn him away. Like on DC Cab, I remember we were on location in Washington, and the cast was out one night, like after shooting in someplace in Georgetown where we stayed. We all are trooping back to the hotel together. And then there's probably 8 of us. And Gary opens the door to his hotel room. We're all on the same floor. And he lets in, I don't know, 2 or 3 people who he wanted, and just then slams the door. No explanation, just slams the door. Like, you are not invited to this part of the evening.
This is where your night ends.
Yeah, my night certainly did at that moment.
Wow.
I mean, I can't unsee that.
That's a trip.
And it's it's so bad. It's almost like, I almost can't blame him for it. It's like, how could you be that bad and have it be like a volition? It's just something in his brain. And I've seen him try to pick up my girlfriend. I mean, this is a very long time ago, while I was paying his part of the dinner check.
Oh my gosh.
Things like that.
That happened.
I've seen him at a party on this property, put a joint to his lips while he was saying, without irony, that I'm with Jesus now and I don't do drugs. while he was
Right.
smoking the pot.
Wow.
I mean, he is a crazy person. He also gave me a lovely housewarming gift that I still have in my house over there, and a great actor.
Can I ask what the gift was?
It's like this bowl. It's colorful and it looks like it's something you would find in the market in Port-au-Prince,
Okay.
or in the Caribbean or something. Or
Is it the bowl with the numbers in it? I mean, it kind of sort of needs to be,
No,
No.
That bowl was a long time ago. But yeah, Gary Busey. So what did you worked with him on? What was,
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I did a film my dad directed called Cadence, and about a soldier who goes AWOL, gets stuck in a stockade, and he's the only white guy in there, and Larry Fishburne, Michael Beach, right? A couple other really good actors, John Tollesby. Anyway, Gary was the commander of the stockade. He was the sergeant, and so we filmed with him for a couple of weeks, and it started going sideways. Well, because it was his first job after the accident where he cracked his head.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So he hadn't
motorcycle accident.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been cleared for work. He was still
Right.
kind of a fall risk at that point. Sorry, and yeah, and it didn't go well. So we had to kind of give him his walking papers, and Dad then stepped in to play his role while still directing, and did a great job.
I would say one thing to the people who were concerned about Gary after the motorcycle accident. It could not have been any difference.
Wow.
It did not make it. Trust me, he was just as crazy before.
Before the thing with the, yeah.
There was that only confirmed matters. I from the Gary I know. But again, a fine actor and not a person not without charm.
But it was sad because they had been friends since Slovik.
Is that right?
Yeah, and Dad thought, okay, this is a chance to let him be a hero. Let him just step in and show that he's he's,
So you weren't
still
mad
got
that your
the
father
goods.
didn't do the documentary, right?
I wasn't. No, because we watched it together. We watched a rough cut with Andrew Renzi, the director.
He did a
and
fantastic job.
Didn't he though?
The way he cut in
ridiculous.
the way
Yeah.
he cut in the footage.
Yeah, was
I meant to tell you
masterful.
that masterful.
Yeah,
it
and he's
really
he's a
was.
lovely man. Really smart, really funny, really cool. Because we spent a year planning that thing, and we had to develop a trust with each other.
It was really
yeah,
well done.
Thank you.
No,
thank
no.
you.
Thank him.
But no,
That-
I will.
He fucking
I'll pass that along.
He totally nailed it.
Yeah.
With that,
Yeah,
he
did.
killed it.
Yes, he did.
He really did.
I think he's ready for fiction. You know what I'm saying? Like to do movies and because he's only worked in the documentary space.
I
And
mean,
I
it's
think
a
he's-
completely different discipline, but maybe.
Sure, but as
Yeah.
far as his like his
Does he want to?
cinematic tools, yes he does.
Oh,
Yes he does. But yeah. So what the hell were we talking about before that?
Gary Busey?
Right.
your father.
My dad, yes, watching the doc.
Oh, yeah.
And so he saw a rough cut of the first episode like over a year ago, and loved it. And told Andrew, told Renz, he said, I don't need to be in this.
Right.
I'm in this.
Right.
You've got. I
That's
am
so true.
represented in this
Right.
beautifully.
There's footage of him all through.
All through it. Yeah,
Right.
his
No, that's-
presence is he's like one of the
Oh.
heartbeats of the show. And
That
so and Renzi was like, I can't debate that.
Yeah.
You know?
It would have been good to spend 10 seconds to say that in the documentary,
Interesting.
you know?
Yeah.
Because it does leave the impression.
Oh, but wait, we hadn't had that experience yet. We would have had to have gone back into that diner
That is no
and,
excuse.
and just shot that 5-minute
What
section.
diner was that?
Phew. Gosh, I want to say like Lucky's, but it's not Lucky's. Maybe it was Strikes. Maybe I'm thinking of Lucky Strikes. It's one down in Hawthorne.
Oh, wow.
Hawthorne. It's one they film a lot of stuff in.
I love it there.
I do too.
I mean, I'm always having dinner in nice restaurants out here, and I'm not a foodie, so it's okay.
I'm not either.
Right.
I
But
don't give a fuck
no.
about food.
And the food in nice restaurants is generally worse to my palate
Wow.
than diner food.
Wow.
So like, I wouldn't say struggling, but yes, sometimes I'm struggling to find something on the menu that not only do I not want, but makes me angry. You know,
Wow.
I mean,
Wow, it
well,
becomes
there's just
visceral.
always, there's
It
just
turns it-
something in
yeah.
every description, like, and wilted lettuce, like wilted lettuce, and you're saying that as a selling point.
Right.
You're like, it's just like
Right.
it's something stupid. There's
Yeah.
something stupid in every one of your dishes. Stupid.
Right. Yeah. Or trying to be cute.
Cute, stupid,
Yeah.
not
or too
helping,
fancy. Or yeah.
and
yeah.
fuck you. I'm an angry man.
Maybe just name a dish. Fuck you. I'm gonna have the fuck you tonight. You know.
a restaurant called Fuck You.
A restaurant called Fuck You. There you go.
There we
They'd
go.
be lined up around the
There's
block,
our,
wouldn't
there's
they?
our next
Yeah.
venture after
Yes.
we get
after
the
we figure out our
charity.
cause. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we figured it.
We
No,
did.
I forgot.
What the
it.
hell was
Yeah.
it? It's on film. Just you know.
I know.
Yes.
That reminds me of like when I first smoked pot, like in college. Like you come up with the greatest idea, and then a half hour later, like,
Just
whoa,
it's
we were
just
gonna make $1 trillion,
gone.
and then what was
It's
it?
just gone. Yeah.
That to me is why I hope I never have to quit smoking pot. Because
Why would you quit though?
I wouldn't.
But I'm saying, like, what if, like, what would it, like, could is there a human
Well-
alive that could show up with something to, like, some
No, but-
enlightenment to say something that would?
Yeah, they could say your lungs.
Oh, I'm not talking about a doctor. I'm just talking about like a buddy of yours.
Well,
like,
I'm talking about a
rolling in.
doctor.
Okay.
A doctor is the best buddy you have
Yeah, that's a good point.
when you're 70.
Yeah, I rely on doctors too.
Yeah, doctors
Yeah,
are
doctors are
important.
badass. Yeah.
And the things they say have way more purchase on our opinions, or they should, if
Yes.
we're smart,
Yeah.
than what just your friend says.
Yeah.
So yes, they're.
So it would take a medical intervention to.
I would hope. Look, I've never been a hippie who says pot is is health food. It's not.
Right.
I've never been dishonest about it. Fortunately, I don't have your gene for addiction. So, like, I never.
Good for you.
People think I'm
Good
a
for you.
giant. Well, I take no credit. It's just how we're born.
Sure. Yeah.
Like
it's the hand you drew.
It's absolutely the
Yeah,
hand you.
yeah,
I
fuck
was
yeah.
born this way.
Yeah.
You were born your way.
Sure.
I could say something. but
It's all right. Whatever.
No,
I was
but,
born dead, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, that was the joke
Okay,
I was going to
yeah.
go for, but I thought it might be too sensitive.
I don't care.
Right. It was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it was a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even remember it.
60 Super Bowls ago.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess that was your halftime show.
Yes, it was.
You could
Yes,
have-
it was.
Yeah, talk about
Yeah.
you're worried about Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I know.
No, but oh shit. What were we talking about?
About the weed stuff, about that you would never quit, or unless it turned into a thing. About doctors, about
yeah.
a smoke pot
Like,
in.
I hope I don't have to quit, but the reason I most would miss it is because of this kind of thing that goes on in my life. It has since I was 20. I luckily did not start smoking until I was 19 or 20, which is good because I didn't do it to myself in my most formative years.
Right. Well, everything's still trying to find
right.
its
I think I was
develop and-
fully
yeah.
grown.
Got it.
Which
yeah.
is great.
Sure.
You know, as far
Sure.
as, you know, but it has been a long time. And again, it's not health food. I mean, I'm sure any smoke in your lungs is less ideal than no smoke in your lungs.
Perhaps. But I vape, and vape keeps me from smoking cigarettes.
But that's not the most ideal. The most ideal would do neither.
No, yeah, but
Right.
I have a thing about nicotine.
I understand.
I like
but-
it in my bloodstream.
But we're
you
talking
know?
about just the science.
Right.
The science
Sure.
would say, like, I'm the same way. Like, you know, I just really look forward to this so much because it's the one night I allow myself a drink or two.
Right.
But it would be better if I had zero alcohol. Alcohol is poison. Zero poison is better than even a little poison. Right. It's just
Sure,
true.
yeah.
Okay. But it's worth the trade-off because it just brings me back to 6th grade.
Wow.
You know, like,
Wow.
and I wasn't smoking pot in 6th
Right,
grade,
right,
but I
right,
mean,
no.
just like hanging out with some guy, one of my friends, and we're gonna come over and we're just gonna like fucking, shoot the shit and laugh
Right.
about stupid shit and be stupid. And like, that's what keeps me young or alive, at least.
Yeah.
And
When
without,
when the days felt like weeks and the weeks felt like months. We just had all the time in the world, and the only things on our plate were the actual things on our plate. The meals our parents cooked us.
no
The
money.
simplicity, no money.
Well, Kid Rock has a line: "No money, just time to spend."
Yeah.
But it's youth.
Yeah.
I love his songs about being 17.
Yeah.
They just always
Yeah,
get to
his
me.
song all summer long
Oh.
is a fucking
But
masterpiece.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got many.
Oh, yeah.
Many great songs. And that to me is his special genius, is connecting you to how you felt when you were 16.
You're right. You're right,
At the
yeah.
concert with the girl on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like all those kind of memories. I remember my first kiss. That's one of his songs.
Yeah.
Just connecting you to that feeling. And so does this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Pot, just shooting the shit.
I love it.
It's
I
like,
love it.
I think people go on with their lives and they have kids and blah, 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 and work and everything else and marriage and I don't know if they still connect to, the fun part, maybe not even the sex part.
Right.
And it's like the things that like you loved when you were young.
Right. You don't want to die before you have to actually die.
The old saying, don't let the old man in.
Right. Yeah, because he'll knock, and he'll start early.
He has definitely knocked, my friend.
Yeah.
He's like the woodpecker outside.
Right.
I have a woodpecker.
Damn.
Not to make this your problem.
Yeah, that's all right.
But
That's
if
all
I may, we're friends now, right? I can
Yeah.
unburden myself.
Of course.
I have a woodpecker.
Yeah.
Outside
Okay.
my bedroom.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, like an actual fucking bird,
Yeah. Not
like a wood-eating fucking bird.
Yes.
Wow,
It's-
that's not
no,
cool.
Not
That's not fucking cool. I have a fucking owl. You want to trade?
Does the owl wake you in the morning? No, because the owls are.
Sometimes 3 a.m. So they
Oh,
also,
it's a night owl.
Yeah, and they also have a they have a mating call that nobody ever talks about. That's like, it sounds like a dog. that it's just like it sounds like a sad dying dog, and it's a fucking owl trying to get laid. It's like, what are we doing, you know?
But you're not up at 3 a.m. anymore.
No.
You used to be.
I used to be. Yeah, no. Sometimes I get up at 5. You know, I get up early. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed?
I like something 10,
10.
11 sometimes. Yeah.
Wow, how the mighty have fallen.
I know.
I mean, that's your wow. I thought
because living with kids and
kids.
freaking.
So you live with 2.
Not right now. I live with Max. My
You live
son
with
Max. Yeah, he's terrific. He's great.
But they're twins.
They are twins. Yeah.
You split the twins.
Well, Bob is with his mom right now.
Well, that's splitting.
That's right. But
Probably a good idea.
But they're usually, they're very tight. We all usually live in the same
they were in this
village
womb together.
Yeah,
You live in the same village.
we all usually live in the same city, very close to each other. But they're in Florida at a place for some spiritual enlightenment.
Yeah. Whatever that means. I mean, I think it's great to split up twins. I think they've spent enough time together. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying being a twin is creepy. It's a little creepy. I just think it is. I mean, it's just weird.
I grew up with identical twins named the Heaths, Kim and Steve Heath.
Yeah, but you weren't a twin.
No.
No, I'm saying, but
to be one, you mean?
To be one,
yeah.
I just think it's just got to be a very, very different life than normal people. Because it's just weird that there's this other you.
Right.
There's just this other
like
you.
Right there.
Like right there.
Yeah. Like while you're sleeping right there.
Yeah.
You know, what?
And, I mean, and you must have, as you go through life, because I've seen this story in the Inquirer many times of twins who got separated and then 40 years later they reunite them.
Right.
And of course, like, they were doing the same things. They married the same kind of guy. They lived the same life.
How's that happen?
Because they're like 2 halves of a zygote or something.
Right.
That's not the science, I'm sure, but
close enough. What about the 2 sisters? I think this happened in New Jersey. That were separated for years, and they decided on the same night. And I'm almost positive this is a true story. They decided they were going to visit each other at each other's house, and they were probably lived 20 miles from each other, right? And they left at the exact same time in their cars and had a head-on collision with each other and both fucking died. Put your research department on that story. I guarantee it happened.
It's so...
How do you, if you're the parents, if you're even just a buddy of one of those girls, what do you say at the funeral?
My bigger question is, how do you not laugh? I mean, it's
at the
not
funeral
funny,
or just in life?
I mean, at saying this story. I mean, I feel bad laughing, but it's just like too crazy. They had a head-on collision. But what does that tell us about the human psyche? I mean, for someone like me, a lifelong atheist, well, not lifelong, but long-time atheist, and someone who just doesn't believe mostly in the things that are not able to be proved. I mean, it just puts your mind, you just have to sort of accede to the idea that there are things we just don't know and cannot know, or maybe we will someday.
Sure.
But but there are too many times you hear about stories like that are just so weird. Like, could it be coincidence? It could, but the numbers would have to be so astronomical.
Like the age of the universe squared.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we don't...
I mean the odds.
Yeah. I mean, that specific number, I think you're pulling out of your ass.
It's big. I've never done the math on it, but it's a big one.
We do know the age of the universe. Well, no, we really don't. But we know we're in the Big Bang Theory.
Right. Well, times itself, right?
14 billion.
Okay, times itself is...
It's a lot.
I didn't want to bring math into this. I'm sorry.
But yes, it's an astronomically unlikely event. So, as Sherlock Holmes would say, if you eliminate the highly unlikely or the very improbable, what's left is the truth. If you eliminate the impossible, what's left is the improbable, even if it's improbable. Right, that's the way I should have said it.
Okay, no.
And that's what we have. We have something improbable, but, I would say that, yes, the age of the universe squared is the impossible. So what do we make of that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's, Your instinct was to laugh.
It's
And not
just because
not
the
at the tragedy,
because of the irony.
not the tragedy,
Yeah.
the irony, of course. Yeah.
You know that there's I think, almost certain UFO heading toward Earth.
Okay.
Have you been reading about this?
Yeah, it's called the 3I or the 3.
3I.
Yeah.
470 or something
Yeah,
like that.
this thing's like maneuvering and changing colors
Well,
and going against the flow of gravity and all kinds of unique travel.
It is. Ordinarily, you would think it was a comet, except
Right.
that it's 12 miles long, which is longer than a comet.
Right.
The light is coming from the front of it, which is not.
Just like headlights. I mean, come on. It's like a fucking headlight.
Okay, right. A comet would have the light at the tail.
It's all
end
at the
of it.
back, yeah.
It also seems to have traveled close to other planets, as if it has been doing a drive-by
Right.
in the universe.
Shouldn't it be pulled into those planets?
I guess so.
I mean, it
right.
just 'cause sort of that's
right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Also, it seems to have started its voyage 8,000 years ago.
Wow.
They say, which is about when we started using technology on Earth, which may have been what intrigued them to this. There certainly have been a lot of instances in the last 5 years where even the military is saying we see things of a nature we can't explain.
We can't explain or replicate.
Or replicate.
Yeah.
Now, it could be China having technology we don't. I don't think that's the likely scenario. It's possible. Everything's possible. But, I mean, this thing is supposed to be here in a couple of months
Oh,
after its 8,000-mile journey.
wow. That's quite the road trip. You right? What,
mean,
what do you think? It's supposed to collide? It's supposed to land? It's supposed to...
Oh, it's not supposed to do anything, but it's just...
Or it's been predicted that that's...
Well, I mean, this is not just me. These are some Harvard physicists
Right.
saying this.
Its
That
trajectory...
there is definitely something that is heading toward Earth. It could be a comet, but it is not acting like a comet or looking like a comet. So what is the conclusion? I mean, it sounds to me like a 12-mile-long UFO.
Right.
At 12 miles fits a lot of people in the Trojan horse. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm glad we're doing this now.
You and me both. Jesus.
But I mean,
Are they giving us updates? Is there like a website people can go to and like...
I mean, I don't want to be the one to start the panic.
Okay.
But people will.
Well, you started the panic in me.
I mean,
and
no one knows if they have malicious intent,
Right.
but it is suspicious to me that this is happening now after this run-up of so many instances of where military people see things, and it is very often around a military base or something.
Oh yeah.
That they can't explain, and it's not like they're even trying to hide it anymore. The fucking aliens, you know.
No.
They're getting very brazen
Fucking
about it.
broad daylight.
They shot at them recently, and it bounced off.
Wow.
And then the thing, of course, disappeared like at the speed of sound.
Yeah,
light.
light speed. Yeah. No, it's-
And you know, I don't know. I'm just glad I caught up on those Columbo episodes before.
I gotta watch those
and
movies.
and then I got to know you better.
Likewise, and you know, doing this without an audience, I think is such a pleasure with you. And I'm not knocking the audience.
Let me tell you.
But there's something that happens.
Yes, I designed it this way. I don't mean to like pat myself on the back.
Pat away.
When I said I'm going to do a podcast, there have already been 3 billion of them. I said, I'm going to do it differently. I'm not going to have a microphone. They all look like just talk shows to me. They
Right.
just moved the talk show to a different medium.
Right.
And I don't think it's any more intimate than a talk show. There's nothing wrong with a talk show. But this is different. And it's because we don't see the cameras.
Right.
We don't have the mics. And it's just us.
Yeah.
And there's no agenda. Even on the podcast, I see them with their cards.
I know.
It's just like we've done for years.
Right.
It's the 50s
Right.
on talk shows.
Right.
I have a blue card. I have these questions. You answer my questions. I pretend to laugh. That's not what we're doing here.
Not even close. Not even close.
I have something for you. It's
Oh.
the first one. We're starting to sell merchandise.
Okay.
And this is the Club Random. You get the bag.
That's amazing.
You get the T-shirt
Oh my
because
God.
you know who doesn't want to see Charlie Sheen with Bill Maher on his
I'm wearing
on his
that.
chest. Okay.
I'm wearing that tomorrow.
There's a it's a hoodie.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this is like
Wow.
great.
This
You
is
know,
beautiful.
this is you know, some of your friends who are still on crack. I know they get the shivers sometimes. This is very good when
Well,
that
it
happens.
come in
and then
handy.
and then here's the thing, the cozy for your beer.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, look
Beer
at that.
cozy,
Yeah.
because you sell beer. It's a very good beer, Wild AF. It's the only beer I ever drink. All right.
That's brilliant. That's
Thank
lovely.
you,
Thank you.
my friend.
Thank you.
You know, one more thing I have to tell you. That night we had dinner, and you paid the check,
Okay.
and you did it. You were like, you wanted to go. And Brooke was, by the way, really charming. I remember I'd only seen her in the press before that. I was like, I don't know what to think of this chick.
Right.
And then I see why he likes her.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
was
She had a
cool.
nice spirit. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
so much fun. Just fun.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
a fun girl.
Yeah.
And and you just were like, I think you were anxious to get out of there. Anyway, this is how long this long ago this is. This was like dinner for 6, and with tip, I remember you put down $600 bills,
Oh.
like right on the table. And ever since then, whenever I do it all the time, and I call Sheening it,
Seriously.
like we're in a diner
That's-
or anywhere, and
that's-
I just want to get out of there, and I go, I'm just going to Sheen it.
That's badass. Wow. I left
just
that
put the-
behind
I
for
just
you.
put the
wow.
money down. It's
wow.
like, Sheen it.
That
pay,
is-
pay more than they want.
Sure.
Pay more than they're expecting.
Sure.
But just cash and then time
Wow.
for money.
Wow. That's amazing. Honored.
Right.
Honored.
You
Thank
too.
you, Bill.
All right.
The